Yo, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? We are back today with a brand new video, and it's going to be absolutely flames. I think you guys are going to like this video a ton. We're back to using the wheel in a challenge once again. If you guys don't already know, wheeldecide.com, you get a random wheel and you kind of put whatever you want on it. And for this video, we're going to put one of the best player from each of the 32 NBA teams on a wheel and randomly putting them on a new NBA team. So that's players like Giannis, LeBron, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, all over the league, Kawhi. Everyone is going to be getting mixed up onto a new NBA team, which is kind of insane. But real quick, before we hop into that video, please be sure to smash that like button right now for your boy. Subscribe if you're new. I appreciate all the support y'all show me. We're on that big road to 1K. I love making the videos, and if you guys like the videos, definitely be sure to do some of those things to help me out. And down below, drop a comment with some suggestions for new videos. So here's how it's going to work. We got all of them on this wheel, and here's the first team. Joel Embiid's obviously going to be traded off the team, but the player that we are going to be getting for the team, Chris Paul. CP3 will be joining the Philadelphia 76ers. That's actually honestly super interesting. So Joel Embiid getting traded away does not necessarily mean he's on the Thunder. The only thing that for sure is CP3 goes to the Sixers. So we'll most likely have Ben playing at the 3 and see how that works out. So as you see for the second team, the Milwaukee Bucks, they're going to be getting rid of Giannis Antetokounmpo, but they add Kemba Walker, who's a certified bucket getter. So now here we are with the Chicago Bulls. We are going to be trading Zach LaVine away, and Scary Terry is the guy they bring in. I don't know how much that's really going to help that Chicago team, but you never know, honestly. Maybe he's a good fit there. We'll see. I guess him and Kobe White's going to kind of run that 1 and 2 guard. We're on the Cavs now. They're going to be getting rid of Kevin Love, but who's going to be coming in to this Cleveland organization? Nikola Vucevic is going to be added. Really another one that I don't think he's going to have that big of an impact on the squad, but hey, you never know with the 2K sim. Here we are, the Celtics. This one could be really interesting. If they get one piece here, pretty much for that Kemba that they had earlier, let's see who they could add that could really make a huge impact this season. Karl Anthony Towns. That's huge, honestly, for the Celtics team. Added Karl Anthony Towns makes them possibly a championship team this year. So I would love to see how that's actually going to work out with Karl Anthony Towns being on the Celtics. Here we go, Clippers. So they're obviously getting Kawhi traded away, but who are they going to bring in? Who will the Clippers get? Oh my gosh, the Clippers get Giannis Antetokounmpo in a crazy random wheel. They get one of the best players, if not the best player in the league right now, added to that super deep team they have already. That's going to be a really interesting team to watch this season. So Grizzlies, I didn't use Jaren Jackson to trade away because I don't think that he should be technically the best. We use Ja Morant, and they bring in RJ Barrett, which I don't know if that's going to really make too much of a difference for that team. But hey, you know, I still think that RJ Barrett's probably the most impactful player from that Knicks team. So we'll see how it works out. We're now on to the Atlanta Hawks. We're going to be trading away Trae Young. And Trae Young actually was the one we landed on. So the way we're going to work that pretty much is if any teams get anybody also landed on the same, then we'll just swap the two of them. Because I definitely didn't account for any of these 32 getting landed on by the actual team they're already on. So now we're on the Heat. The Heat go out and get Damian Lillard. They get Dame Dollar. So that's going to be interesting. The Heat getting themselves an amazing point guard in Dame. Now we're on to the Hornets. The Hornets will be getting themselves almost Kawhi Leonard, but they land on Kevin Love at the last second. That's a heartbreaker. They could have had Kawhi. But let's see what this Jazz team ends up getting. Donovan Mitchell, where is he going to be going? Who are we going to be getting? Let's see what this turns out as. So Donovan Mitchell. Ooh, so we got it. Donovan Mitchell landed on Donovan Mitchell. So that's where this trade's going to be happening. Donovan Mitchell and Trae Young are going to be traded. Donovan Mitchell goes to the Hawks. And Trae Young goes to the Jazz. That should be kind of interesting. Kind of move Mike Conley to that 2 guard and see what happens. Now we're on to the Kings. So the Kings, Pascal Siakam is the player that's going to the Kings. Him going to be kind of weird for fit-wise. I guess they'll probably move Marvin Bagley to the 5. But hey, I'm not 100% sure. The Knicks. So we are going to be getting Devin Booker on the New York Knicks. That's honestly huge. Devin Booker, a huge addition. They get rid of RJ Barrett. They add Devin Booker, who is obviously a certified bucket getter. Los Angeles Lakers here. They're obviously getting rid of LeBron, and they are adding Ja Morant. I think I honestly kind of like that. He's obviously not going to be as big of a player for the team as LeBron was, but hey, man, I can see Ja Morant actually coming in and balling out for this Lakers team. I feel like he's a pretty good fit, honestly. Next up, we got the Orlando Magic. Obviously, Vucevic was their guy that they got rid of, but who's going to be the big addition to this Magic team? So the Magic are going to be adding Blake Griffin. Okay, we'll see how that works out. That could maybe work out good, maybe not so good. They already have a power forward there that's pretty good in Aaron Gordon. I guess we're going to move him down to the 3 and kind of see how that works out. Now we're on to the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, they're losing Luka Doncic, and they get Kevin Durant. And injuries are off in this, of course, so that's going to be interesting to see. Kristaps Porzingis and him playing side by side. For the Nets, that's obviously where KD was, and they'll be adding Zion Williamson. So Zion Williamson to play beside KD. That should be kind of interesting as well, not going to lie. The Denver Nuggets. Now, they're getting rid of Jokic, but I feel like if they get a superstar here, this team is going to be absolutely insane. So they got Nikola Jokic again. So I guess we'll just kind of do what we did with Trae Young earlier and come back to that later. We're now on to the Indiana Pacers, who are going to be losing a very good player in Victor Oladipo, but they are going to be gaining Joel Embiid. Now, they already have some pretty good big men on that team with Sabonis and Miles Turner, but if you have the chance to bring Joel Embiid onto your team, I'm sure you're not going to turn it down. Next up, the Pelicans, who obviously got rid of Zion earlier, they're going to be adding Victor Oladipo, so that's going to be interesting to see. Victor Oladipo alongside guys like Brandon Ingram, Drew Holiday. Honestly, they have a lot of depth on that team, so it should be interesting to see. The Pistons are going to be adding Steph Curry for where Blake was. That honestly makes that Pistons team kind of interesting. Andre Drummond, Steph Curry, and Derrick Rose. We'll see about that. Raptors up next. Obviously, they lost Pascal Siakam. Next, they're going to be getting Bradley Beal. So Bradley Beal, Kyle Lowry, and a lot of depth there, honestly. So let's see how that turns out. The Rockets will be adding Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, huh? All I can tell you for sure about that is Kawhi Leonard playing besides Russ is going to be an interesting thing to see. We're on to the San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs get James Harden. That's going to be interesting to see James Harden playing under Popovich's coaching and just a very good depth team there. The Suns are going to be adding LeBron James. So since it already landed on the player, I guess that was already on there just by chance. We will swap them here. So we will do LeBron James going to the Denver Nuggets, which will be crazy, and Nikola Jokic going to the Suns. So that's going to make some very, very interesting teams. And the Nuggets honestly could be a power squad in this league. The Thunder are going to be adding Luka Doncic. That should be fun to see. The Timberwolves will be adding, there's only 4 players left, so pick your poison here. The Timberwolves will be adding no other than Jimmy Butler. We already know how that saga turned out the first time, but hey, Jimmy, welcome back to Minnesota. We got the Trailblazers now. 3 players left. The Trailblazers end up with De'Aaron Fox. Definitely a little bit of a downgrade from Dame, but we'll see how they end up playing there. The Warriors, there's only 2 options left. Who will the Warriors end up with? Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan? This is where it's really going to come down to it, and obviously the Wizards will get the other player. So the Warriors end up with DeMar DeRozan. That should be kind of interesting to see. You're still going to have Clay. You're still going to have DeMar DeRozan. You're still going to have D'Angelo Russell and Draymond and Willie Cauley-Stein, so we'll see. And last of all, the Wizards are going to end up with Zach LaVine to kind of fill in, I suppose, for the lack of having Bradley Beal. So after that, if you guys are still here, we are about to hop into the sim of the actual season and see how everything turns out. And while we're at it, while the sim's going on, definitely smash that like button. Once again, like I said, it would help me out a ton. Maybe we can hit 20 likes on this vid. If we can hit 20 likes on this vid, I would be very happy and definitely make some more videos like this. And like I was saying, anything that you guys want to see down in the comments, rebuilds, challenges, what is, down in the comments, and your boy will look at them and maybe even make the video. Giannis Antetokounmpo gets MVP with the Los Angeles Clippers. Definitely an interesting uniform to see Giannis wearing with 25 points per game. Rookie of the Year goes to Zion over there with the Nets. That's kind of interesting. I guess Kyrie really benefited playing next to him. So that's kind of cool to see. DeMarcus Cousins gets Sixth Man of the Year with the Lakers, and Kawhi gets Defensive Player of the Year with the Rockets. So, any kind of surprises on the All-NBA first team? Drummond makes the All-NBA first team. That, honestly, is kind of a surprise to me. I guess adding him Steph Curry really helped him out a ton. Get some volume shots up, get him more rebounds, more looks, all that stuff. We see CP3 makes a third team with the Sixers. That should be kind of fun to see. So let's kind of see where everybody finished and just how well everyone did or how poorly with their new players. So the Bulls came in last in the East with their addition of Scary Terry. No real surprise. The Bucks dropped the second worst team in the East, losing Giannis and adding Kemba, followed by the Magic squad that added Blake Griffin. The Cavs, even though they added Vucevic, could not make playoffs, along with the Wizards. The Hornets adding a very good player, still could not make it. The Knicks could not make it, even with Devin Booker, kind of surprising. The 8th seed was the Heat with Damian Lillard, followed by the 7th seed, Hawks with Donovan Mitchell. Then the 6th seed was Bradley Beal and the Raptors, followed by the 5th seed being Embiid and the Pacers, 4th seed being Karl Anthony Towns and that sick Celtics squad that honestly is just, that's a money squad, I can't lie to you. Tatum, Gordon Hayward, that's just a super good team. Jaylen Brown, everyone. The 3rd seed goes to the Pistons that now has Stephen Curry, even with, honestly, Christian Wood and Tony Snell starting. That's kind of crazy. 2nd seed goes to the Nets that actually now have Zion. And the 1st seed goes to CP3 and the Philadelphia 76ers. Looking over at the West, we got the Pelicans. So the Pelicans were the worst team, adding Victor Oladipo, followed by the Trailblazers, adding De'Aaron Fox, followed by the Grizzlies, adding RJ Barrett. The Jazz still couldn't make playoffs, even adding Trae Young. The Mavs couldn't make playoffs, adding Kevin Durant, actually, which I would have thought they would have made playoffs. But hey, I guess crazy things happen. The Knicks barely missed out on playoffs, adding Pascal Siakam, which I guess honestly was an upgrade because they're starting off this year pretty poorly. I think the T-Wolves are the final team that did not make playoffs, and they added Jimmy Butler, so no real surprise. The Warriors were the 8th seed, adding DeMar DeRozan. That's honestly a very good-looking starting five, if you ask me. Without injuries and stuff, that is a very good starting five. The 7th seed goes to the Thunder that now have Luka Doncic, which I like that a lot. The 6th seed goes to Nikola Jokic and the Suns. Definitely imagine them making playoffs. I thought this team would be a lot higher of a seed. LeBron and the Nuggets only at 5. Okay, James Harden and the Spurs only the 4th seed. The Lakers stepped it up with John Morant and were the 3rd seed. You love to see it. The 2nd seed actually goes to Kawhi and the Rockets. And the 1st seed, of course, is Giannis and the Clippers. So, as you can imagine, a lot of those teams are super stacked. Some teams got major upgrades. Some teams got major downgrades. But some of them, honestly, I feel kind of helped them out. Like, I like that John Morant on the Lakers. Kind of looking around the league at league leaders. See if there's anybody that really pops out at me here. No one too crazy. Everyone's kind of... DeMar DeRozan's doing his thing. 4th best scoring small forward. At center... Marc Gasol's the 5th highest scoring center in the league. That's kind of crazy to see. I guess he had to step up a lot with Siakam being gone. But here we are finally in the playoffs. So we are going to sim through these playoffs and kind of see which one of these teams ended up the best squad from the random wheel. So first of all, the Raptors got eliminated. The Suns got eliminated. Nuggets are out. Wow, the Nuggets are eliminated with LeBron? The Nuggets were a first round 5-game exit with LeBron James? That is insane to me. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought they were a super, super deep squad. Kind of looking at everything going on. So we got the Clippers advancing to the 2nd round with Giannis. We have the Spurs with James Harden advancing. The Rockets with Kawhi advancing. The Lakers with John Morant advancing. The Pistons with Steph Curry advancing. The Hawks advancing. The Sixers with CP3 advancing. And the Celtics with Karl Anthony Towns also advancing. So this is where the playoffs are going to start getting really good. Most of these teams left are super, super deep squads. So the Hawks actually go down pretty easily. But that Pistons team, adding Steph Curry was a huge, huge, huge advantage for them over the offseason. The Rockets have been eliminated. The Celtics, oh, the Sixers drop off the Celtics in 6. That says something. That Celtics team with Karl-Anthony Towns was very, very good. So we got the Sixers with CP3 up against the Pistons with Steph. And then we got the Lakers with Ja Morant versus Giannis and the Clippers. So these are going to be a really good playoff series, honestly. The Sixers have been eliminated. That's honestly a little bit of a surprise to me. I thought they were gonna beat out the Pistons. Steph Curry dropped 35. D-Rose dropped 23. And I guess the Sixers offense really could not battle with them. And then on the other side, we got 25 points from Ja Morant and Kuzma. They tried to keep up, but it just seems like they couldn't. With all that firepower that they have over there with Paul George, Lou Will, Giannis, that's a whole lot of scoring right there. So let's see who will win. Can Steph Curry overcome the beast that is Giannis Antetokounmpo? Let's see. 3-1, not looking good for Steph. He brings it to Game 7, and in 7 games, Giannis is your Finals MVP. No real surprise there. When we saw it, we thought that was a God squad to start off with, averaging 20, almost 30 points a game. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely smash that like button. I appreciate all you guys watching. I love y'all. I'll see you next vid. Peace.